G'day, it's Mark and welcome back to the channel, and this is episode 7 of our update for our 1969 Ford XL GT convertible with a 429 cubic inch big block V8 and the 4-speed factory floor shift. Let's go and see Ray and see what Mr. Young Raymond's been up to. Okay, so I've got the 429 air cleaner for the 69 XL convertible 4-speed manual, and I'm just going to I've got the rubbers arrived. I've ordered that for this car and also the FC Ford LTD, so I'm just going to fit that up now. So I'm just putting some super glue in. I did a little test run of it to make sure that it's going to bond the material appropriately. So it is. So yeah, it's going to do that. So I must say that turned out really well. It's actually made, even though I bought it for the 351, the FC LTD, I assumed the air cleaner looked a similar size, so it's a perfect fit for the 429. You know, you get a lot of help also with restoring all these cars from often the subscribers. So Doug from beautiful Michigan in the USA reached out to me and said he had some parts that we were trying to track down, Ray and I, for the 1969 XL GT 429 4-speed convertible for the rear drum brakes. Really elusive piece. So I've just received a package from Doug. He's a fellow enthusiast. He's got a great collection of cars. We share very similar tastes in cars. He's got a few Lincolns amongst some other gems. So let's check out what he said. Okay. Yep, exactly what I need. Perfect. These are the park brake. And then this is a tool that is made up to refit the power steering, which is terrific. There's the right-hand side, then the left-hand side. He's marked them both. Doug, thank you so much. That is absolutely terrific. That goes on there. Oh, there's a little washer as well. It goes on there. Terrific. Yeah, thanks, Doug. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate your help and sending that package all the way from Michigan to Australia. So thank you very much indeed. I really appreciate it. Okay, so we're back with Ray. How you going, Ray?
Yeah, going good today.
That's good. I've got some money for you too today, by the way.
That'd be nice.
I brought this air cleaner. I know it's a bit premature, but I've refinished it and had it blasted. It's got a new air filter in there as well. So obviously it'll be a better fit for the original car that's still being rebuilt. So I guess we've got this carburetor that was there, which is just to let it run. But what else have you been up to?
I'll show you a couple of bits up here.
Okay.
Not a lot, because I'm still waiting to get it onto the hoist.
Yeah, that's all right.
Which is not too far away.
Yep.
While we're talking carbies,
yeah.
this is the...
Oh yeah, that's that thing I bought. No good?
Not really. As I said to you, I'm not happy with the whole...
Yeah, the quality of that.
The quality of that. And also,
right,
with that carbie and the one that's being rebuilt,
yeah,
it doesn't fit that model, because it's... we talked about this last time.
Yeah.
We couldn't use the gauge. That's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But it actually won't fit onto here.
Right.
Because it touches the manifold.
Right.
It's the carbies. It needs a carbie spacer to lift the thing up.
So what do we have to do?
Well, what I've done is repaired this.
Oh, right. That's right. We're going to try and do that.
So I've done that. That's at least something I've achieved.
Yeah, yeah.
I've resoldered it and sealed it.
Yes.
I won't know till I put it on if it's going to be a success.
Right. Okay.
I'm thinking it will be.
Yeah.
So that...
Does that matter if it's got a dent in it or a twist in it?
Well, it shouldn't be there, but we can't do anything about it.
No. Because if you try and squeeze it open, it'll make a hole, won't it?
You can't get in there to do it.
Right.
It's just too hard.
Yep.
There might be some miracle worker could do something
okay.
with it, but
that's all right.
So
All right.
if that seals, which
So you've brazed that, have you?
I actually finished up soldering. I couldn't get it to brace.
Okay.
So I
Right.
soldered it, sealed it here. I think it's going to be all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Until we get some pressure on
Yeah.
it.
I'd rather use the original part anyway than that other aftermarket bit, but
I don't know. It's a bit weird because all the ones have that fitting on them.
yes. Yeah.
And then if this fails, we can buy the other one with that on the end,
Right.
and I can put a special
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
hose that does
Yeah.
one of those.
Okay. So like
Hopefully
an attachment to that piece.
Yeah,
Okay.
so hopefully that's going to work because that's what was on it.
All right. Does that unscrew that piece or not?
No, it's all
That's
part
all
of the
fixed.
one thing.
Okay. All right.
If
Yep.
So
That's probably the fuel rail, isn't it? Like the delivery.
fuel rail.
Yeah,
Fuel
okay.
delivery system.
Yep. All right.
That's when we get the carby back.
Yep.
Hopefully that'll all work.
Now I brought you these. Subscriber very generously, Doug, provided those. He's got quite a few cars like myself and similar taste in cars that I've got. He's been following the channel along and yeah, he provided these. So these have been hard to get. And also he made that tool for you as well, which is like a power steering remover and replacer. So I did find that one.
So it obviously wasn't with.
It was in a bag with some other stuff. So I did find it at home. It wasn't with Brian. But I suppose you've got two options now.
I'll use that. That's a much better thing.
Yep. But hopefully, at least it's something it's a tool we could use down the track maybe.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a universal type thing, and you can. If you want to take that away and resurrect it, paint-wise, black.
Okay. Yep.
Just make sure.
It was hard to get off that, was it?
Yeah, it took all the effort of the press. It was tight as, but that's not unusual.
Yeah.
So just make sure you put something in there, so the sandblasting doesn't get into the.
Yeah.
Into the.
Yeah. All right.
The boss part of it.
Yeah. Okay. What if there's anything I could put in there?
Probably just a bit of cardboard.
Cardboard.
Yeah, a bit of heavy cardboard.
Yeah.
And make it tight, and then you can blast around it.
Yeah, because the last time I had it blasted, but they also powder coated it.
I'll do
that. Might create a problem with the space, mightn't it? If they coat it with something. Then
you don't want anything in there.
No. Okay.
If you put
I'll just blast it.
Just blast.
I'll blast it, or I'll just clean it up myself and paint it.
Yep.
Yeah.
In
all
here
right.
as well.
Yeah.
Where it's all very rusty.
All right.
And when you paint it, as I say, just put a bit of cardboard in there. That's
Yeah.
nice and tight.
Okay.
Or even if there's a lot of bits and pieces I've got there, old plastic inserts and stuff.
Right.
You can stuff something like that in it.
Okay.
It's even better.
All right. Yeah, I'll have something. I'll be able to do that. All right.
Yeah, so we've got the levers.
No problem.
Anything else to...
I was going to say, so what's next? What's next in terms of now you've got those brake parts? You'll be able to fix the parking brake now.
Well, as I say, the next it must go on the hoist.
Yes.
And then I can assess all these bits you've got and make sure they're the correct ones.
Yeah.
Then I can start fitting them to the car.
All right. So when do you want to put it on the hoist?
I'm not sure. I'm in the process of making some trolleys to push it around.
Yeah.
So I've got to move my car onto that hoist, and then we've got to...
I've got two more, those trays with the wheels? I've got two of those back at the factory. I can always bring those to you.
They like the dish trays.
Yeah.
Not the hydraulics.
No.
Bring them over, yeah.
Yeah, they're the dish ones. I've got them back at the...
You've got two of them. I'll have two others ready by that time.
Yeah, all right.
And then...
Yeah, I can do that. I've got to assemble them, but it's pretty straightforward.
We'll make a plan and...
Yeah, then I'll help you... So what are we going to... We're going to push it where the Jaguar is, or...?
Yep. Yeah, they'll have to...
Where will the Jaguar go?
That's going on that hoist.
The other hoist, okay. Yeah.
That leaves that free, and I can start getting stuck into the underneath the side of it.
So what will your plan of attack be first? Just checking the fit of all the parts I've got so far, or
get it up in the air, make sure all the bits are right, so we don't have to start re-ordering stuff.
Yeah.
And then I can proceed with doing the brakes, the brake lines, and whatever else we find underneath.
And hopefully I'll have the carburetors back relatively soon. I'm getting two rebuilt, obviously one for this car.
It's actually the next plan before what I just talked about.
Yeah.
I want to get the starter motor on.
Oh, yes.
Get the engine running.
Yeah.
So we can deal with that.
Yeah, and just see how good the engine is.
See how good that is. And
all right.
Then proceed with the rest of what we talked about.
Yeah. All right. So starter motor fitted, check the engine out, make sure it's running okay, and then you'll fit all the brake parts and all this stuff.
Get the water pump on.
Yeah.
Set that up. and go from there. Hopefully this engine's going to be good.
Look, I think it will be, but you never know. Has been sitting since the 80s. There'll be a bit of work to do cleaning out the interior and everything, but that's for down the track. All right.
I did the other day, I fitted up the wheel bearings to the rotors, which is ready to go on when it eventually gets back on ice.
Yeah. What condition were they like? Just old and tired, I
I
suppose.
haven't got them. I just doing the bearing work on the new rotors.
Oh, right, okay.
Ready to go on.
Right, okay, sure. Yep. And all this seems to have fitted up well.
I think so. Once again, and just a bit of a test fit in there at the moment.
Right.
The hoses seem to work, and we
Yep.
discussed last time about what we're going to do with the other hose.
Yes.
Because they supplied
Yeah.
two hoses, and one of them's
Not right.
not right. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right, well...
So that's about...
So how far off do you reckon, I guess, when do you want me to come back to try and help you put it on the hoist?
I'll have to think about that a bit more.
So you'll let me know?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I had plans...
A couple of weeks, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Well, hopefully within a week or so.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Just let me know and I'll come over.
We'd probably be ideally a third person, because those trolleys you're talking about, I don't think they're really ideal for...
Yeah, they're still hard to push around, a car around. I have been able to do it, but just moving it in little increments as you lean to push against it.
What the plan is, I've got 2 trolleys I'm converting down there, which I'm going to do anyway.
Yeah.
So a pair of those.
Yeah, plus the 2 I've got.
The 2 you've got, which we may or may not use. And
Okay.
otherwise we'll drag it on the jack.
Yep. Yep.
So give it
All right. All right, well, I'll bring those with me next time.
So we'll work out whether we need a third person or not, because it's almost impossible to steer without
I'm not
that.
really sure who I'll enlist, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yep.
All right.
Even somebody in there hauling the steering wheel around while the 2 of us push it around.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise just going to move the wheel in increments and push it and then do it again. Yeah, which, you know, we might that might be what we end up with. It's just probably hard for me to just find someone who's going to be available.
Yeah, I might be able to commandeer my brother.
Okay.
It's a bit of a hand.
Yeah. All right.
And we'll just go from there.
Yeah. All right, well, just let me know and I'll...
But like you said, with the 2 of us with the trolley set up,
Yeah.
we should be able to just...
I think we'll be okay.
Bit by bit.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Look, many hands make light work, so if you're able to get someone else, great. But if not, I'm sure we can still do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wise words.
All right, so no other updates, Ray?
Not at this stage, no.
So I suppose I should just give you some money then, and then get out of your hair.
I can finish my lunch, yeah.
So that was just a really quick update with Ray. Just really wanted to drop those brake parts off that Doug had sent, and found that puller, and also we've got the one that Doug made up. So it's good just to have some options for this sort of stuff, you know, when you're disassembling or putting stuff back together, and you don't have the right tools. It makes, you know, well, it makes all the difference to have the right tools. So I've also just taken a photo of the battery. Ray was saying the battery was potentially on its last leg, so I will buy a battery. So I've just made a photo here, as you can see, just so I can remember, you know, what side the terminals are on. So that's a pretty straightforward thing. And as Ray said, next time we come back, we'll get up on the hoist, put the starter motor in, and then it'll be a matter of really checking out the engine, the health of the engine, to see, just what it needs. And it'll have multiple oil and coolant flushes just to clean the thing out to make sure it's going to run as efficiently and as effectively as possible. Or does it need, being taken apart and, some issue fixed? So we'll have to wait and see. Well, I hope you enjoyed that update on the 1969 Ford XL GT. It's making good progress, still a lot of work to go, but, we're getting there. So we've just got to keep chipping away at it. So please, if you enjoyed the episode, give a thumbs up, especially for Ray and all the great work young Raymond's doing, and hit that subscribe button as well so you don't miss out on future updates. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.